right, everybody, welcome back to the Unorthoblocks server. I am Rogue Torso, as always, and we are going to jump right into it today because we have done quite a bit of work off camera, and I want to show you what that is. Now, part of the reason is I was experimenting a little bit. I had to redo all of it at least 2 or 3 times, and it just didn't make for great recording. So I'm going to show you what we're doing, and then we'll get into building some stuff on camera. So let's get into this. We are here in the desert, as usual. And we've built a path. Now, we've done more than that. But this path goes all the way around here. We've got our gate into that part. We've got a gate into that building. And then it ends right here. I don't know what's going to go out here yet, but we've got a path that goes all the way around. And that doesn't need to be there. Let's take that out. We've got the light poles, which I did take this from... a picture. There was some more on it, so I kind of simplified it a little bit, but I like it, so that's good. These are our light poles for this. When we get around the building, I've just got a couple of lamps on the building itself. We may change that over time, but I really like that. Light poles every 11 or 12 blocks or so. When we get to here, we can cut up this way to this windmill. Or we can follow it along this way over our little bridge that we built quite a while ago and into here. Now, I'll show you this from the sky in a minute, but basically the path follows all the way along. It goes up the hill over here, and then it can either go up to this windmill, or it can go over to our storage area. Whoops, I'm out of golden carrots. Can you believe that? Okay, let's get all... There we go. Over to our storage area, which Bexzilla has redone.
Hi, Rogue.
Hi, Bex.
Did you see that I moved you in? That your road isn't covered in shulkers anymore?
You did a little bit. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Would you like a tour of your new digs?
That would be good. It would be good to know
Okay.
where things are.
Yeah. So let's start over here. So your lumber is over that way and your farms are over that way. So I tried to make kind of sense. So this shelf is log and wood and stuff.
Cool.
And then over here is all of your crops and flowers and things.
Ooh, you got the honey in here.
Yeah.
Flowers.
I got you a bone meal station because bone meal.
Uh-huh.
And you have plenty of room to grow. This entire shelving setup is completely empty. So you have tons of room for growth.
Cool.
And then you got your dyes right here, and you have a walkthrough.
Yeah.
So all of your dyeables are on this side. So your concrete, your terracotta, your wool, all of it's over here. And you have a loom and a cauldron and a water source.
Alrighty.
And then for your concrete making, your gravel and your sand.
Oh, that's why those are over here. Okay.
Yeah. And then also your sandstone and stuff.
Okay.
Is right next to your sand.
Awesome.
Yep. And your terracottas is tucked over here. And also your brick is with your terracotta because that just makes sense in my brain.
Brick is with terracotta. Okay. I will try to remember that.
Yeah, it's in one of the
there we go.
Yep.
That actually does make sense. Okay.
All right, so let's go across the street instead of going up.
Alrighty.
And over here is all of your stone storage.
Ooh. Okay.
Yep. So you got your regular stone and your smooth stone on this side.
Okay.
And then you got your cobble on this side.
Oh, I had smooth stone? I didn't even know that.
You had a lot of smooth stone, yeah.
I don't even know what I even used it for. Oh, well.
Yeah, in the middle is your, like, bricks and your mossy and stuff.
Ooh, okay.
Yep.
That's good to know.
And then over here is your deep slate.
Alrighty.
All of your mini deep slates.
Okay.
And then you got your andesite, diorite, granite stuffs.
Alright.
And then in the front of this one, you got your, like, geode things and tuff.
Oh, Okay. Yep.
Yep. I guess dripstone's not a geode thing, but your cavey stuff.
Yep. Close enough.
Yep. Yep. And then dirt and mud and podzol and grass.
Okay.
Yep. And then are you ready for the pièce de résistance?
I peeked earlier, but yeah.
You have
A vault.
a vault, a safe.
That's
With the big
awesome.
spinny latch and the kachunka lock.
The Kachunka lock.
Yeah, when you close it, it goes kachunka. I can't make that work in Minecraft, but you'll have to imagine.
Well, I'm sure I could think of something. Piston you walk over or something. It'd be close enough.
Just don't tell Jam. He'll make a.
No, we're not. I don't.
You don't want a disc
I
that
have
goes
given
off.
Jam enough ideas. I'm done. I probably will by accident, but.
But you got space for all your valuables, your gems and your tools and your
Ooh.
armors and your things. All of your many stuffs.
Yeah, sweet.
You have many valuables.
Yeah, like all the random name tags. Yeah, okay.
Some of your name tags are named too, which I don't.
They are?
Yeah, you have name tags named Shulker.
Oh, probably from when I was trying to bring that shulker into the overworld and just gave up. So,
Oh, I see. A room to grow shelf,
okay.
and then your custom models, which I have a hunch will leak into the room to grow shelf once Jampot realizes that all of your custom models fit into this one barrel and this
Well,
one
I might
chest.
cut that statement out of this because we don't need to give him ideas, as we've already said. I'll come
And
in there and
then
there'll be nothing but custom models in here. Yeah.
Your player heads and your micro blocks are in this shelf.
Alrighty.
Yep.
Cool.
And then across the bridge and back into the other building, you got the wet corner.
Oh, Prismarine stuff. Yep, perfect sense.
Yep, it's wet over there.
Yep.
You got your skulky stuffs and your deep dark things. Right now, they're all in this like front barrel section, but you have 12 double chests behind it for extra storage for that. Which I think you have a skulk farm.
I do. I need to start filling this up for sure.
Yeah, that might come in handy.
Yeah.
You got your redstone invention station or something.
Okay. Yep. Just random redstone stuffs.
Redstones and rails and things, and
Yep.
then your utility blocks, like your the ones the villagers use. I don't actually know what they're called.
Yep.
And light sources, because light sources.
Cool.
And then nether gunk, which goes up. It's all organized down this side.
Oh.
But on the other side, it's completely empty, so you have lots of room for growth.
Cool. Oh, I do have quartz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you have quite a bit of quartz. And then your end stuff is on the other side.
Which I don't think I have much. Yeah. All right.
You have lots of shulkers.
Lots of shulkers.
Lots of shulkers, lots of shulker shells.
And more where that came from.
And then you have a big workstation, work table.
This is amazing because you have no idea how often I'm looking for where I put my stone cutter or my crafting bench. So at least I know it's all right here. As long as I don't move any of it, I'll be fine.
Well, and then you have your extras in your utility blocks chest. So.
Yeah. Now at some point I'll probably end up with a couple villagers up here just randomly, but that's fine. They'll get loose and end up here, but that's all right. I can deal with that too.
And you've got a potion brewing station with all of your potion stuff on the left and your mob drops on the right. And then you've got like your nether wart and your potion stand and your cauldron. And you have a water source block.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to leave that open or I'll forget it's there.
Yep. And then you got your cookums and your sleepums.
Cookums and sleepums.
Yeah, very important. Don't forget your cookums and your sleepums.
Oh, you can sleep here.
Yep. I just don't know where you'll spawn. I don't know if it
Right
works
there,
or
it looks
not.
like, but I guess we'll find out when I die. Hopefully not too
Weakling?
soon.
Mm.
Hmm. Don't.
uh, and you got another ender chest down here and some animal byproducts,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then more room to grow on the other side of the door.
Sweet.
Yep. That's it, I
That
think.
that should about do it.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yes. Feels very good to be organized again. I owe it every season I do this. I start out being completely unorganized. I'm always so glad when I finally get everything put together, but yeah. It looks amazing and I know that was a lot of work, so I appreciate it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for you. And we'll have to talk about payment later because I didn't do the math yet.
Well, when you do, I'll get it to you. Okay, so we've done quite a bit since I last tuned in. So we went ahead and made all of our flower boxes. We've laid in our road. We had something different here, but we made our little agricultural trails over here, and they're kind of just broken up, dirt-looking paths. And originally, that's kind of what this looked like, but those are agricultural roads, like dirt roads, gravel road type deals. That can be a little broken up. This needed to look more like a road, so we put the end stone in here. I didn't want to go with anything too dark, and I also didn't want to go with stone that just didn't look right to me. So we went with the end stone, and I think this works pretty well. A bit bright, but what I really want to go for with like the roads and stuff is I don't want them to stand out. I want little pops of color like that to stand out. So we'll have to put some in the road. But we put these little darker spots mixed in the sand, the path blocks, the birch, little blocks like that, just to make it look like it's a little dirty, like it's been used. We've got some little uneven parts in here. So we've laid this all the way in from where the entrance will be, up here, around the corner, up to the storage area, and out to where the fishing village will be. And then we also started to lay this out here. We don't have it detailed yet. We don't have it finished. But eventually, I think there'll be a port or something out there. I haven't decided what yet. I had an idea for something the other day that I think might be cool. And then over there, there's going to be some kind of amphitheater, I think, eventually. So that's what that's for. But we've got the road all laid in. We've got the entrance all laid in. I even went out. I wasn't liking just the red and yellow flowers here, so I found a flower forest. We got some alliums. We got some tulips. We got some daisies. Lily of the Valley, my personal favorite. And then the blue, what are these called? Cornflowers. So we got that. You probably noticed this. So what we did here is up here, we've kind of told the story that we're filling a little artificial pond. Now, I don't have a pipe dumping into this. I might at some point, but I didn't put it in right now because I wasn't sure where it was going to run. But basically, it's dumping into this little pond. We've got a little wall in the back retaining it. We've also got a little wall over there retaining it. But in the middle, you've got kind of a pond. We've got some grass. We've got some clay, some dirt. There's even some soul soil in here just to change things up. Somewhat like a natural pond. We've got the what are those called? Sea pickles to light it up. So it looks pretty cool at night. And then we grew a couple of mangrove trees in here just to make it look a little more lush, which I think looks pretty cool. Now, this may expand. I went 2 or 3 layers is all, but I might expand it to at least cover these roots. So this may get a little bigger around here. I haven't decided yet. We'll see. I wanted to leave it so like, okay, this is being watered so it can be nice and lush, but as you get away, it drops off pretty quickly back into the sand. I want those little isolated areas of color and lushness, right? I don't want it to just look like, oh, he threw a pond in here and now this whole thing is a meadow. That's not how this is going to work. I want to retain the fact that it is indeed a desert, but we've heavily changed it. So that's kind of what this is. Okay, so the next thing, when we put this road in, we had our portal under here, and it's still here. It was inconvenient before. It is really inconvenient now. So, we're going to move it. And I think we're going to put it up here. At least the camera still works. Rogue Torso's Adventure Log, Day 45. That sandstorm raged all night. That's really the first bit of adversity we faced here. Everything had been going pretty smoothly up to this point. We made it through the night by hiding in a little panic room, I guess you could call it. Bex had put in this little down elevator, or elevator, this little down space in case we wanted to put in a basement, and we built it into a little bit of a panic room. Luckily, we did because we used it not a day later. So this has just got a few little things in here, some barrels for storage, a few books of poetry to tide over the time, which were well appreciated yesterday. So I have peeked outside, and that storm has definitely changed some things, but I do not know the full extent of the damage. So we're going to take a little live tour here of what happened. And the first thing I notice is this rather large addition that was not here yesterday. Now, I'm not sure how this got up here. The only thing I can think of is there was a wrecked ship out in the ocean over that way, and it is no longer there. I checked. So the storm must have kicked up the waves enough that it threw the ship all the way up on land. Now, this isn't the end of the world. It's still relatively intact, amazingly, for what it's been through. But we were going to build a fishing village out here anyway, so we'll use this. I don't know if we'll turn it into like a houses or what we'll do with it, but I think we can use this in a future build. So let's look at what else happened. Let's see here. Oh, we lost one of our jungle trees. That has fallen over. Luckily, it looks like only one was affected, and it dropped without hurting anything else. So that's good. So we'll have to remove that at some point. What else? I've got to think our tent did not make it through the storm. No, it did not. Looks like our solar panel's been trashed. The furnaces were heavy enough. They stayed intact. And our new pipe we just put in, we just recently got this windmill up and going, and we started pumping water into an area over here that's going to be another wheat field, I believe. But we hadn't really got it set up yet. Oh, our windmills did take quite a bit of damage. Looks like that one's been pretty messed up too. So we're going to have to do some repairs there. The structure is mainly intact, but the vanes definitely took a beating there. So we'll have to do some repair work there. And yeah, here's some pieces of my tent. We got some there. All the barrels are completely empty, as you would expect. We got a piece wrapped around a light pole. Got a piece over here. We got some piled up on top of this hill. Yeah. That's all right. We had pretty much finished staying in the tent anyway. It was good while it lasted. It did a great job, but rip tent. Let's see. Anything out here? Looks like these houses remain pretty well intact. Our crops don't look too damaged. Either that or these guys have already fixed them already. They're animals, they are, when it comes to working. Alright, so let's go ahead and move over here. See the extent. I don't see any damage here. The bridge looks intact. Yeah, that doesn't look like there's anything missing there. All these little houses, they were built simply purely for that reason. If anything happened, I wanted nothing to happen to them. But all that looks good, other than they're planting wheat, and I don't even know where they got wheat seeds. But I don't need wheat fields over here, guys. I guess I'm going to have to take care of that at some point. I did see that the windmill was damaged. So let's see what the extent of that is. Again, I don't see any structural damage. Looks like everything inside is still intact. Yeah, again, the blades are pretty messed up. The bee farm made it through. Good. That's why domes are great shape to build with. They're extremely strong, even though they look really delicate. It's good. Yeah, our blades are definitely shredded. We'll have to fix that at some point. But looks like all our crops made it through. That's good. go over here. Now, we had moved our portal up here into a frame, but it looks like the wind did a heck of a job on it. I'm not... maybe not sad about it? Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not what we had before, but it's not too bad. I kind of like it. Looks like a very windswept desert rock formation, which is pretty much what it is. So that's good. We had built this pond, and it looks like both our trees survived. So we built this little pond. We've got some fish up here. It dumps into the waterfall down below, and it looks like that survived, although I think we had a bit more dirt around here at one point, so it filled it a little bit with sand, but nothing too badly. And then all of these rock formations are new. How would it even have formed these? Oh well, I'm not going to try and explain the power of nature, but they look pretty cool. I don't think I'm going to bother taking them down. Assuming they can survive another sandstorm, I'm going to leave them. And then, what is this? It stripped away all the sand, and there was all this color underneath. That's crazy. Who knew this whole time we had a colorful cliff waiting right under that outcropping? But yeah, I like it. Definitely adds some something different to all the sand color. So I think we're going to leave all this. I don't think we're going to worry about cleaning any of this up. Yeah, I like the pinks. I like the sandstone looking color, the orange color. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely looks okay. I wonder if there's any more of this around. We'll have to find out. Like maybe over there or over there even. I dug some of that out, and there definitely wasn't anything behind that. So, huh. I like it. Well, all in all, for as severe as that storm was, I think we came out pretty well. I mean, we've got a ship where one doesn't belong, and we lost some cliff faces, but I think we gained some really awesome rock formations. So I'll call this a tie. We do have some repair work to do. We'll have to work on that, but I think we can live with that. So with that, we're still moving along. We'll get some more stuff done. I've got a big project planned before hopefully we do our next report. But until then, this has been Rogue Torso. You guys have a nice day, and Rogue Torso out.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of bird.